yo, it's your man, No Shame, man, and this is another episode of the Red Room Dallas, man. Y'all know where we at, man. Shout out to Bando TV, man. We got a special guest in the building all the way from the muddiest side of the ship, you know what I'm saying? We got my guy Fleetwood Moo in the building.
Yes, sir.
What up, Fleetwood?
Man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome to the show, man. We appreciate you vibing with us, you know what I'm saying? I know we had a little pre-game before everything got started,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? So we on our level.
Man, got me on that joint, man.
Yes, sir, man. So we gonna get into a little bit about your journey, you know what I'm saying, how you got started, you know what I'm saying, like what part of Mississippi you from. We're gonna start with what part of Mississippi you from.
Okay, I'm from Picayune, Mississippi. It's from the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
So I'm down really in the New Orleans metroplex. My mama from New Orleans, so I grew up right like 45 minutes over from New Orleans.
Yeah.
But South Mississippi, like 30 minutes from the beach. So yeah, I was raised there. I was born in Pontiac, Michigan, but I was raised all 18 years in Picayune, Mississippi.
Okay. And so, I mean, you know, we're in Dallas, man. So, is that part of Mississippi like one of like kind of the countryest parts?
Nah, it's definitely not country at all. I'm from one of the biggest counties in Mississippi. We not the city, but we city influence, you know, like my side of town, it ain't no land and no chickens, no cows, you know. My side of town was the south side of Picayune. It was, you know, middle class, low class living, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't too much money around there at all. So,
right.
Yeah, we ain't have no cows, no fields, I ain't have no tractors, so yeah.
I think that's a big misconception that people think, you know, a lot of people up north, east side, on the East Coast or the West Coast, they think that people, every place down south is run by horses, farms and pigs and shit.
Nah, big misconception, man. We like 30, 40 minutes, man. We downtown New Orleans. We on the French Quarter, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't now you can get out some property out there, but it ain't the way of life. In the Delta up north, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how did you get started, you know what I'm saying? I know you, I know we hadn't really introduced like what you actually do, but you wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
We were just talking, man. You're a businessman. You're an artist. As far as an artist, you know, how'd you get your start?
Well, I got my start in music. It was kind of natural in childhood, but as a recording artist, I started after football. I played college ball, so that's what got me out to Texas in 2010.
Yeah.
I got a scholarship from Pearl River Community College out there in Mississippi to Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when I started my journey in Texas. And as soon as I played my last game, I was riding home, told them, boy, I'm about to get on this music, man. I'm about to, you know, do my thing. So yeah, I already knew I was gonna do it because of childhood passion.
Okay. So who are some of your musical influences coming up? Like,
to start in order, Michael Jackson. I was born in 1990, so my mama was big on Michael Jackson, and then like Stevie Wonder. You know, that's just like some of the roots. And then she put me on Lauryn Hill. Yeah. And then naturally, around like 99, 2000, Cash Money, No Limit, because the closest metroplex to where I was raised is New Orleans. So I was in New Orleans every weekend because my mama from the Ninth Ward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was down there heavily influenced by Cash Money and other Southern artists too, A-Ball, MJG, Outkast.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I just love music. And Mississippi didn't have a lot of artists, so any Southern culture, we soaked it up. Houston music.
I didn't really hear you mention like too much, you know, East Coast or West Coast.
Yeah.
That wasn't too much of the flavor down there?
Nah, it wasn't the flavor down south for real. I heard like that G-Funk, like that West Coast, you know, everybody was on Snoop Dogg.
Cause they got a little blend, man, of shit from down that way.
Yeah. So, you know, it was more West Coast sound than East Coast sound for sure, but I always like the cadence of the East Coast, the golden era hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
So, golden era.
Yeah. So I've always been a connoisseur of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like a, hip hop baby. You know,
So,
for my
but
parents.
you did kind of listen to some of the Nas's, the Jay-Z's.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Especially when I got into music, I went back and listened to like the Illmatic, Nas. I fell in love with that one. You know what I'm saying? Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z.
Right.
So I went back and listened to the classic.
Right. Well, that's what's up, man. So to know that you got like this heavy, this music kind of background, like did anybody in your family kind of like influence that, or was that just something that just came about from listening to other music?
It came from listening to other music, and my mom's brother, man, rest in peace, my Uncle Mike. He really said, man, he told me when I was young, man, you got some of the music. I used to could pick up a keyboard and stay on key. Well, just naturally, like I could tell when I'm off note.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even at a young age, he's like, man, you stick with that music, and that always stuck with me, man. So I was like, when sports, getting out of the Mississippi, it's like you gonna do something. You gonna play ball. You gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? So I played ball, my size, took advantage of it. As soon as that ran out, I was like, I'm gonna just have music out.
Absolutely. And you said, I heard you mention that your uncle was one of your influences.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of times when we young and we not told something, you know what I'm saying, that we can do certain things, we be looking for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so coming from like humble beginnings, it's always good to have a voice, especially if we don't have a father in the home, like a lot of us have been raised that way. Tell me a little bit, man, about your childhood, man.
Yeah, my childhood was cool, man. My mama left from New Orleans when she was a teenager because life was so crazy, and she got into law enforcement. So my mom was the first black chief deputy in Mississippi. So my mom came to Mississippi 18 years old.
Right.
And just did everything possible in law enforcement investigation. She was a jailer. She worked up in administrations now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she met my pops. My pops from Michigan. That's why I was born in Michigan, but I was raised in Mississippi.
Right.
So they got together. They stayed together. They still together to this day.
Man.
My pops, he's a minister. He's in the church, real heavy. He started off, with a rough past. And, I seen him really walk a straight line. So he's been a big motivation to me, be a man, stand on what you believe in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here being a hypocrite, because I seen him change his life and, go
Absolutely.
straight. Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. It's amazing, man, to even hear somebody say that they had their father, in their home.
It's a blessing. Yeah, it's a blessing for sure, man. I love him to death for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, coming from the childhood, you get into sports, you get into music, then you get into business.
Yeah.
I see you got your brand here. Kind of give us a little insight on the brand here, man. I'm gonna have to give me some of that.
Yeah. This is Trick and Flowers rolling papers, premium rolling papers for the culture. Man, we coming straight from major manufacturers overseas that's producing raw papers. Elements, the top brands, man. I tapped in with the manufacturer that's doing it. So I'm trying to do something for the culture, because I researched rolling paper industry. It's like a $1.7 billion industry, and they ain't got none of our representation in that market.
Exactly.
So I was like, man, you give me 1% of that pie, and I can feed the family and push it and show other people we can get in this space too, because there's plenty of money for us. So it's something I sat out on about a year and a half ago. And I've been pushing hard, man. I had a good connection with some people at Midwestern State that was from California.
Yeah.
And they showed me how to white label and really find good premium manufacturers for my products, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been locked in on. I've always been on rolling paper since I started smoking. I like the taste, the terps,
Okay,
so I was like, you know what, instead of selling weed,
terps.
I'm going to sell something that every weed smoker need, And boom.
Absolutely, man. And a good rolling paper, man, you can't, that's just a whole part of the experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
What you putting in your, what type of flour you putting in that in your rollers, man?
Oh man, I've been fucking with that stone tonight. You know what I'm saying? I've been on that stone tonight. You know what I'm saying? I've put on in that since I linked up with my people out here. But I smoke flavors, man. I ain't gonna lie. My last name Flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was born for this, so I've always been a connoisseur. So I knew quick. I was moving back, you know, when it was Reggie days. So,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, so to see how the market done changed now, it's like, man, this is a blessing just to be around so much good gas.
Do you
know
remember
when
when the game switched
Yeah.
from that original to that gas? I mean, to that corn, to the corn.
To the corn,
And then this shit just came. It was just like a gas explosion hit. Everybody had gas.
I remember, man. It's a blessing to be a part of it for real. You know, a lot of people don't understand it, but if you grew up, you know, if you're a real smoker or if you grew up in that era, you know what I'm saying? I remember going from Reggie, like, ooh, that's some good Reggie, to,
right,
niggas having mid and popcorn, and then I moved to Texas, they're like, oh, this corn, and then we got Dro.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it was Dro, you know what I'm saying? Then I went back to Mississippi and was like, no, we got Granddaddy Perk, then we got Sour Diesel, and I started, 60 or 8th shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I was like, damn, 120 quart. I'm like, damn, this shit high. You know what I'm saying? We used to buy Reggie and buy some of the gas just because it was on a budget.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mix that shit together, man. Shit.
But yeah, I remember the whole transition.
Make that mid.
Yeah, bro.
Say, man.
But yeah, man, I remember, man, when I first really got into cannabis, that's what got me in the business, just to be honest, man. I seen you could take $600, you turn it to $1,800, $1,200 in the Reggie days, I'm like, okay, I could just, it's just supply and demand. And once I smoked it, I played ball, so I ain't even really start smoking until I was like 18.
Yeah.
Man, I was with some little white chicks, man. It was in Destin, Florida on a yacht.
Yeah.
First time smoking weed, man. I smoked, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this is why everybody be going crazy over it. I'm like, oh, and it ain't no hangover. Like, cause, I really don't drink a lot. So I'm like, yeah. So it just really just opened up my business mind.
Man, so that first experience, man, of some gas, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
changed your life, right?
Man, it changed my life, man. Man, free my dog Antonio, man. One of my dogs, man, used to have that Thrax back in the city. One of the first people down in my area used to have them flavors. Like, he used to have some Granddaddy Perk, man. I used to take that shit back to college. Man, me and my partner smoked that shit, had a whole dorm smelling like skunk, you feel me? That's back when the gas had flavor, and it was that, you know what I'm saying? It kind of changed nowadays, but, I remember them original gas strains.
Man.
Really
Blue Dream, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cherry Pie.
Cherry Pie, man.
When
Animal
that shit
cookies,
used
to...
White Widow, man.
White Widow, yeah.
That was them flavors, man. I don't think I've ever been as high as I've ever been until I smoked some Blue Dream, man.
Oh, yeah, Blue Dream.
Man, Blue Dream put me to sleep, man.
Yeah, that good Blue Dream, man, it'll do it to
you. Yeah, now facts.
Yeah.
So, what as far as expanding? I mean, I know you got papers right now. Do you plan on expanding into other areas, of the cannabis world outside of papers right now, or this is just kind of like?
Yeah, I definitely plan on it. Right now, the papers is something I really want to get my feet in heavy,
right?
Because it's such a market opportunity. And I encourage any other, you know what I'm saying? If you're hearing this, I ain't no gatekeeper. I like, man, that's the market to get in. If black folks get into the paper market, we could all eat, you feel me? So
you got different flavors. I've seen some people have hemp, some people have, organic,
Yeah, so right now I got king size slim and king size wides. So they're all rice papers right now, but I do have some unrefined ones coming. That's the ones that's kind of like the raw papers, the brown ones. You know, those are on the way. So we still working on a couple more variations. If you go into a smoke shop, you see, man, raw taking up all the space. Man. And they really just killing the market with all the, oversaturation, because people don't even sell all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even hating, because I really look up to Josh Kesselman at Raw. You know what he doing.
See, Raw done changed the game, you know what I'm saying? People wasn't even on papers like that, bro.
Right.
The only niggas that used to smoke papers, bro, was niggas who was stingy with their weed.
Right.
And niggas who didn't want no, and niggas who do now, nigga, I'm gonna roll a joint.
Real shit. Now, he changed the culture, like Currency. He the one that really put Raw on. Wiz Khalifa really put Raw papers on.
Man.
And I seen how they changed the culture with that. And I was on Raw heavy because, Currency, that's one of my favorite artists. I grew up, Wayne is probably, if I had to name a go to hip-hop, to me, it would be Wayne. But my favorite personal preference artist is Currency. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Yeah,
I
that's my
feel you
dog.
on that. Do you think that we're giving away, like, cause us as black people, man, we have a lot of influence, bro.
Yeah, we do.
A lot of
We
these
do.
companies would be nowhere without our influence, man.
Facts, man. Facts.
And I feel like shit, we should hold a lot of that shit for us.
No.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
should. Yeah, we
I
should.
think we fuck up and I don't think we understand the level that these people look at whatever we do and they mimic that.
Mm-hmm.
They go out, man, whatever we wearing, they want to wear.
Yeah.
Whatever we smoking, they want to smoke.
Yeah.
Shit, whatever shoes we wearing, that's what they want to rock, man.
Yeah.
We can rock a white T-shirt, man, and you saw what Kanye did, man.
Real shit. Yeah, man. And it's crazy, and I'm big on that too. I'm big on black business. I'm big on that culture vulture shit. I can't stand to see, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even be on no racist shit, but I be like, bro, look at this shit. Like,
Yeah.
we be getting sold out for so cheap, so little, you know
Exactly,
what I'm saying?
man.
They'll throw some bread at some niggas and take their whole thing and turn it up to 10 times. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? I be
right.
like, damn, man, we got to figure out how to keep ownership. You know what I'm saying? Keep, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And make them buy in partnership. Hit the Birdman on there.
Do you think that, and this is just kind of like, I'm gonna switch it a little bit. Do you think that is the reason why Diddy is facing charges? Or do you think that, you know, it was actually all the other shit? Because this nigga been doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
But the minute he bucked the, you know, bucked the system with what he did, now all of a sudden, boom, all these charges come down.
Yeah, nah, I think he learned from the best of them, so he learned from them.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's definitely, he done made the wrong people mad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they be trying to, you know, it's the same shit, cut off the head, they try to scare niggas,
Yeah.
they try to take off the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? But he done made somebody mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
They did it to R. Kelly, they did it to Bill
they gonna make an
Cosby.
example. Anytime you own all them masters, all them royalties and all that money,
Yeah, man.
like, you really gotta move with Secret Service type security type,
Crazy.
you know what I'm saying? You can't
Michael
be moving.
Jackson.
Exactly.
Prince.
Michael Jackson, Prince. Man, the list can go on for real, bro.
But why is it not like that for the other cultures? I mean, are we that much of a threat of them seeing? I mean, because I'm a history type person, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, dealing with, what was the president? Lyndon B. Johnson, you know what I'm saying? He said the biggest threat to white supremacy or to the United States as a whole is an educated black man.
That let you know.
They let you know, man.
Let you know, man, because that's why they try to do all these divide and conquer tactics, all these manipulation, all this propaganda.
Yeah.
You know, you see the wrong people with the right platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all to just to keep us, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know.
So, let's take you back to Mississippi, man. Are there any artists out there in Mississippi that you like, hey, man, they should have this same type of shine that, you know, that these other people are getting, that may be kind of going under the radar?
Oh, yeah, man. Man, shout out my guy Heartbeats, man. He's a major producer down there, and man, I don't even want to go to naming people, because there's so many people under his umbrella that's going crazy. Mississippi, one of the most slept-on states for real.
Yeah.
And not just saying that because I'm from there. I just see how much talent it is, and I know how crab in the bucket it is.
Yeah.
People be thinking I made it because I just left my hometown. You feel me? That's how hard it is to make it out, but I be like, nigga, that's just a start. You know what I'm saying? Making it out. Now you got to make it out without a community, without your brothers behind you. You feel me? So, you know, yeah, man. Heartbeats, Heroes, producer group. Man, my dog, he put on for all the whole SIP. He always get producer of the year in Mississippi at the awards and whatnot. Okay. He got a lot of artists.
What'd you say his name was again?
Heartbeats. Yeah, Heartbeats. He produced for Jada Youngin. Most of them, all Jada Youngin and shit. You know?
Shout out to Heartbeats, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all look these artists up, look these producers up out of Mississippi, man. They putting on for their city, and we want to take that shit worldwide, man. Yeah. Let's say you got some words, you know what I'm saying, for anybody out there, man, that, you know, may look up to you or may not know you. You know what I'm saying? If you was to give some words of encouragement to anybody, any of your followers, any of your fans, kind of let us know what that'll be.
Okay, real quick off the top of the head, I would say, man, if at first you don't succeed, try again, man. I've been knocked on my ass.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people all the time, I just can't go back home. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I've been out here, you know, since 2010, just
Yeah.
on the road, making it shake, you know, taking care. I got a daughter, you know what I'm saying? I got a stepson, you know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, I got a family I take care of, so no matter what, you know, I got to get it out the mud and
Facts.
just do it. So anybody out there that's struggling, just know it's better days. You just got to take one day at a time and keep grinding for real.
Real shit,
You know,
man.
and don't let nobody hate on you, you know, because, you know, people going to doubt, but that's just motivation. Use that chip on your shoulder to, you know, step up your grind.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man, you can't do nothing but respect that, bro.
Yeah.
Do you have any new projects coming up, you know?
Man, I do. I got a lot of new music, man. I really, I've been in my hole for the past year or so, just grinding, stacking up my catalog, man. I got a couple projects on the way. I tell you, Welcome to the Show is gonna be the name of one of them, and Mr. Flowers. So, yeah, those coming soon. I don't even know which order. I'm just trying to, you know, still trying to stay in the vibe and keep creating.
Absolutely. Where can they find your products and services at, bro?
Man, trickandflowers.com. You can get the rolling papers. I ship them right to your door, man, with a little treat in there if you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, everything you need. Fleetwood Moo, you can find my music. You know, I haven't dropped in a little minute, but I'm about to drop a lot here, closing up 24.
Y'all look up Fleetwood Moo.
Yeah, Fleetwood Moo. Yes,
Absolutely, man. Again, we appreciate you coming through the Red Room Dallas, man, and rocking with us, man. And we'll definitely have you back, man. Shit, anytime you want to come up here and bring any of your new products, you know what I'm saying, or just, you know, just come up here and vibe with us, man. You're more than welcome, man.
We appreciate the hospitality, man.
Yes, sir.
Been a blessing, man, for sure.